Hey, we're back. Gonna go travel to some crazy place again. You know that I'm always looking up at airplanes as they pass overhead, wondering, where are those people going? What are they doing? Now today, I'm lucky enough to be one of those people, sitting in one of those airplanes. And I bet you there's some people on the ground just like me, looking up at the airplane going by, wondering, where's that guy going? Well, now they know, because they can just watch this channel. Yeah. And we landed, and welcome to Poland. I got a bunch of things I have to do. I got to do some shopping and things like that before it gets dark. And when it does get dark, I do want to walk around and look at some of the pretty lights and pretty sights to see. I've got 24 hours here, so I really got to make the best of it. I don't want to waste any time. Here in Warsaw, lockdown restrictions are in effect. So you can go out, you can do whatever you want, and you can roam around and see the sights like I've been doing all day long. And you can go to shops, like I went to shops. And you can do anything like that, but you can't go to any restaurants, you can't go to any bars because they're all closed. So I have to eat in my room. And I don't really mind because it's like minus 1,000 degrees outside. It's really cold and it's windy, so it makes it terrible. So I'm sitting here watching some Netflix and some YouTube, and I got my food delivered. So I ordered myself a nice pizza. Ooh, look at that. With fresh rucola. And of course, I got a bottle of Pinot Noir. Happy days. You know, I've become really accustomed to traveling around the world doing all kinds of things. And at the end of the day, it's always really, really nice when you're staying in a good place with a nice, big, comfortable bed. Just to crawl in and go to sleep and relax. Oh, knowing tomorrow that you got a lot of things to do. You got a big day ahead of you, so getting some sleep is pretty important sometimes. And where I'm staying right now is a perfect place for it. I got here yesterday afternoon, did a bunch of walking around, and one thing that surprised me the most is it started getting dark at 3:30 in the afternoon. And by 4 o'clock it was dark. What the fuck? I couldn't believe it.
It's just after 3, it's about 10 minutes to 4 p.m. 15:50. And look how dark it is already. Around 3:30 it started getting dark. And it's cold, it's only 1 stupid degree. But I'm here at Moto X, and I got my boots. Awesome.
But now, I just woke up about half an hour ago, and it's 6:30 in the morning, 6:40 in the morning, and it's still dark. It doesn't get light until almost 8 o'clock. But in the meantime, here during these COVID times, all the restaurants are closed, all the bars are closed, everything is closed. So last night I chilled out and enjoyed a little pizza in my room, of course. Bottle of wine, gotta like that. And this morning they just brought me my breakfast, which is also pretty awesome. So this morning, in case anybody doesn't care, I'm having bacon, some poached eggs on avocado and toast, which is pretty cool. A little bit of salmon and some horseradish, bread of course, some water, my leftover pizza box, which is empty. And of course I'm gonna have a cappuccino, get my day started. Because I'm gonna do, as you're gonna see, I'm gonna do a little walkabout. And see what I can see, because this morning, in about 6 hours, I have to leave. So I gotta get this shit done.
Behind me stands the Palace of Culture and Science. A building that stands 240 meters tall, about 800 feet, is the tallest building in Warsaw. It's not that old because it was built in 1955, but it is pretty cool looking. A little Eastern Bloc looking to me, but I think that's what gives it appeal. No leaves on the trees and it's not that pretty, and a lot of crows flying around, but it is a really cool building to see. Worth coming out to. Normally you can go to the top and you can see a spectacular view of the city. But it being a time of pandemic, that is closed. So you can't do that now, but maybe some other day I'll come back, make a trip, go to the top and take you guys up there as well. Pretty awesome place to see. Palace of Culture and Science. It's amazing because you find all these little things in these little places. And they're not really well marked or anything like this, they're just sitting hidden. And this is one of them. I found this plaque. And I was wondering, What is this plaque? You know, it says a whole bunch of things, and it's got a date of the 11th of 1943. And obviously I see the name Hitler there. So this must be some kind of a war plaque. Well, indeed it is. And it's stuck on the side of this Chinese restaurant, oddly enough. But when I translated this plaque and I asked some of the people who were walking past me, I said, what is this about? And this is a plaque in memory of all the Poles who lost their lives in World War II. And they gave up their freedom for Poland, you know, solidarity kind of thing. But it does say on the bottom there, it says, in this place on December the 11th in 1943, Hitler and his Nazi army shot, this is the area where they lined up the Polish and they shot them during World War II, December the 11th, 1943, right in this area here. Now, oddly enough, this is a Chinese restaurant in a very nice old building, as you can probably see on my view. And there's a vodka museum just down the street. But that's not why I'm here. This is a pretty cool thing. I just happened to walk by it. It's very interesting. And you find a lot of this kind of stuff here in Warsaw, just hidden all over the place. Is that what I think it says? Is that a vodka museum? Oh, it's a sad, sad day. It is a vodka museum. Could you imagine? Here I'm in Poland, in Warsaw, and I can go tour a vodka museum. But, again, the pandemic has got the best of me. Little note on the door. It's closed because of the pandemic. You know, I really got to come back to this place. Now more than ever. Vodka museum, that'd be awesome. I wonder if there's free tastes and free samples. Check this out. This is the main square in Old Town. A beautiful place. Seriously, Warsaw, beautiful place. And this area of Old Town, including its square where everything used to happen, is basically goes back to the 1300s. The 1300s, imagine. That's a long time ago, man. But you know, during World War II, of course, some of these magnificent buildings were demolished during the bombings and things like that. But and they've been restored, and some of them are still original. Standing in the Old Town, the center square of Old Town. Really, really cool place. And it's a really old place. Now it's early in the morning, so there's nobody around, which is perfect for me. And it's a beautiful place to walk around. And this place was built, believe it or not, back in the 1300s. Can you imagine? It's 2020 now, 1300s. That's a lot of years ago. Get your calculators out. Nice place though, man. Warsaw's pretty cool. And pretty cold. Damn, Warsaw. Just like many other old medieval type cities all around Europe, they were built in such a way that there was either a moat or a big wall or some kind of crazy gadget going all the way around the city. Now Old Town here in Warsaw is no different, because they did the same thing. They had big ramparts and all kinds of things. You know, they had all kinds of protection to protect themselves inside the walls of this city. Really, really nice. love the way they build these old medieval cities back in the day. It's amazing. I mean, I love this kind of stuff, you know, old entranceways, and the big wall that protects the people behind it, or the people on the other side, who knows, back in the day. Maybe this was a moat, you know, full of water and whatever, who knows. But this is it for the city. Now, of course, you know, there's a big city behind it. But back in 13th century, this was it, and the rest of this stuff was like wilderness or whatever. Just can't stop imagining, you know, your imagination runs wild with you when I see places like this. Now, any trip to Warsaw would not be complete without a stop at the beacon of Western civilization. Of course, I'm talking about the Hard Rock Cafe. Well, that was a quick 20 hours in Warsaw. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time. Awesome city. I look forward to coming back. Stay tuned for some other stuff. Shopping rocks when you're in a foreign country. And look at my stuff. Oh, I got a nice tripod and a whole bunch of GoPro gadgets that I needed. Battery chargers and extra batteries and things. And a new charger for my MacBook, which the old one is breaking. And then my big boots. I love my motor shoes so much, they can sleep on the pillow today. Oh yeah.